to the digital roar. Brent's got tech, he's laying the lore. From circuits and chips to the cyber core. Plug in and we'll give you more. Matt's on the edge, watch those pixels fall. He cracks the code, solves it all. Dark web secrets, firewalls tall. In the cyber jungle, he's the call. Digital ascent, we're climbing high. Voices in the ether touch the sky. With tech and games and culture bright. Come along with us. Ignite the night. Sean's got the joystick. He's ruling the zone. Gaming world's his digital crone. From pixels to planets, he's never alone. In the realms we conquer, the seeds are sown. Jordan's gaming flair, he's got the beats. Pixel quests and high score feats. Pop culture vibes with endless repeats. In our podcast, he's on the streets. Digital ascent, we're climbing high. Voices in the ether touch the sky. With tech and games and culture bright. Come along with us. Ignite the night. Brandon's in play with a pixel blade drawn. Quests and controllers from dusk till dawn. XP stacking, the leaderboard's gone. In gaming's heartbeat, he's the spawn. Digital ascent, we're climbing high. Voices in the ether touch the sky. With tech and games and culture bright. Come along with us. Ignite the night.
Hello, everybody. Let's talk about stereo versus mono.
No, I'm done. I'm out. Goodbye.
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh.
It's been yet another month since our last stream because I just updated the date on it and I was like, oh damn, it was the 16th of February the last time we streamed.
Busy times.
And yeah.
Yeah, I remember how busy I was that day, and I feel busier today.
That's
It's
good.
been a little cray-cray. So my beard's shorter.
Very
Turns
beautiful
out
now.
I don't know how to use clipper guards.
Ah,
No. Oh no.
oops.
So
So-
shorter intentionally or unintentionally?
It was shorter intentionally, but not quite this short.
Ah,
I'll do better next time.
I
Now I
believe
got to
in
grow
you.
my beard out again.
I'd be sleeping on the couch because Mandy would kick me out of the bed if I did that.
She'd be like, I don't want none of that.
If she hears the buzzers, any clippers, anything like that in the bathroom, she's like, "What are you doing?" She like comes running in. She's like peeking. Like, you're not trimming that shorter, right? I'm like, no, I'm just getting the stragglers. I've got some stragglers, Calm down.
Hilarious.
That's the reason I look crazy half the time because I just let it rip.
It's been a while. I used to have
Been a while.
monster beard.
You've had a couple of phases over
Yeah.
the years. You had the FBI mustache thing going on for a little bit, and then I don't know, I've seen a few.
I like to keep it fresh, change it up, Sooner or later I'm gonna get like, the handlebar. I think I got a good handlebar situation.
I think you need to do
going here.
the full on curl. Like you got to get a couple
It
of
doesn't.
curls.
It doesn't really do that, man. Because my hair naturally curls, so it just like bushes out, and it doesn't really like get long. It's just like a Brillo pad.
It's mine does it too.
Gets like a
It's just
thicker
all
and thicker
curled
Brillo
into each
pad.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'd
man.
love to have it like I don't know, a little bit longer, like down to
Yeah.
this little node maybe on my headphones here, but it just doesn't. I mean, it is that long, truthfully. Like,
Yep,
I've got a
that's how
strand in
mine
my
was.
hand, right now. I'm pulling on a strand.
There you
That's how
go.
long it actually is. It,
It
just
just
curls into
don't.
itself. Yep.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Well, what do you guys been playing?
Let's see. So I played a bunch of Dave the Diver. Game is actually kind of good.
Is this a new game for you?
Yeah, I mean it was, I think. Yeah. It's a pretty chill game. It's pretty good. I tried to do Pillars of Eternity again, and I got like 25 hours in, and I was just like, I can't do it. It's too much, Yeah, I'm doing it on the Steam Deck. It's really hard to do on the Steam Deck. And
It's a lot of text.
It's a lot of text. That's not the problem, man. It's the controls. It's digging for spells. Digging for spells sucks. I've had a lot of misclicks where I was like, I want to select my priest, and instead I misclick and my party instead runs all the way to the left and it turns into a party kill. And because I just got like 6 attacks of opportunity, right? And so I dropped that and I picked up Esoteric Ebb, which is a disco-like game. And I'm like 5 hours in, but I'm going to give that one a big fat thumbs up so far.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. I am going to get to the village, for the record. It's on my to-do list, Brandon. I'm just like...
Oh, I forgot. I was like,
forgot?
to the village. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like a village in Esoteric Ebb.
No.
Because I was like...
No.
I played it. I did get a refund though.
What?
Yeah. I played it for about an hour and a half, and I was like, I'm not feeling this.
Whoa.
And I was like, I think it's more. There's two reasons, I think. One is, well, they're combined. That type of game needs a very large mental investment.
Yeah, it does.
And I think it was exacerbated by the fact that with Disco, when I played it, was after like the final cut had been released. And so it was all voice acted.
All like 2,000 lines, yeah.
Esoteric Ebb, I was like, I can't read this much. And as I'm getting older, I can't read on a handheld a lot. And so I would have had to play it like on the TV or on my main PC. So yeah, but like it was charming as hell.
It is charming. It's a lot of fun. It's very silly.
It was really fun.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot so far. I'm not daunted by it. I love to read, and like I'm down for it. So that's what I've been doing. Recommend Esoteric Ebb so far. I'll probably finish it by the next time we record, and I'll let you guys know whether it's bad or not. Let you guys
bad or not.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. If somebody liked Disco Elysium, I would recommend it. I think it seemed to be a really great game. Also, I wasn't in the mood for the like I was looking for more of a juicy RPG when I turned it on versus the kind of narrative aspect. And I was just like, this isn't for me at the moment.
No, all the juicy RPG-ness is in it's in conversation checks, basically, and it comes in the way of flavor text, Your constitution says, go for it. Or it says, my bowels are turning to water. Right? And I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's definitely slimmed down. It's way more streamlined than Disco. Disco, league of its own, even now.
I
haven't played Sovereign Syndicate. But like most people are, but from what I read, most people seem to be like, if you like Disco, this is really good. But Disco's disco, man. It defined its own new genre.
Its own genre.
It did, man. It
I don't even
did.
play those games very often. I could see it, and I didn't even finish Disco, and I can see that.
You look at it,
I've never played anything like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
I still remember the opening music, and I don't remember that much when it comes to music. It's not a thing, but like that game was so good.
My buddy told me today.
Basically, go play Disco Elysium.
My buddy
if
told
you
me
haven't.
today that you can recruit Kim to your precinct, which I didn't know because I've always been a loser. whenever I play that game, I always play that game as a scumbag. And because it's way funnier to see the dude just absolutely fail. And like, tries to grab his tie, misses, hurts himself instead.
You had another game with a very unique art style too.
Oh man, nothing ever. Man, I should stop playing Esoteric Ebb and go play Disco Elysium. All right, that's all I got to say. What you guys playing, Brandon?
Brandon, go ahead, sir.
Well, we'll talk about it a little bit more later. But
That's true.
Slay the Spire 2.
Segue.
Yeah. So I'll save that one because really good. However, another monster game released, Timberborn, and it released in 1.0 finally. And if you've ever just really wanted to play a post-apocalyptic beaver city builder,
yeah, every
best,
day,
it's the best of that genre. The best of that genre.
I'm sorry. How many games fall into this genre?
Well,
Mandy Beaver.
One.
Goes one.
It's probably my favorite city builder. I would say at this point, and I had put like 300 hours into it.
Wow.
Like a couple years back, and it's been in development. I keep seeing new things being released, new things, and then they announced 1.0, and then like a few days before 1.0, they were like, "Oh yeah, and we're putting in automation, like this whole automation layer where you can say, if then this, if that, then this." I'm just, it's wonderful. And then I've been playing RuneScape, maxed out wood cutting. I might be prouder of that achievement than most of my others in life. Right now, I am currently fighting the gemstone crab and working on my strength. And I love RuneScape. So that's it. Slay the Spire 2, Timberborn, and RuneScape. And as always, Picross. Always playing some Picross of some sort. What about you, Brent?
I've been thoroughly enjoying the new expansion pack in WoW. That's what I've been playing mostly. The Midnight expansion pack. Very, very good. Great content. Great level design. Quest out the yin yang. I mean, there's not a shortage of anything to do. Been playing that with Mandy. Been playing that with my mom as well. I think I mentioned that the last time. My mom's been back into it. So getting her back in the saddle, I guess you could say, because she's been out of it for a little while, and there's so many new systems and stuff like that a game that has 20 years on it, right? 20 years of content has. She's had a good time getting back into it, but it's been difficult. And then on and off, I haven't had a lot of time to play it. I've had so much other stuff going on. Plus, usually when everybody wants to play something, it's been WoW. So, but I like Marathon a lot too. That's Bungie's new extraction shooter.
Is that free to play, or do you have to buy?
You have to buy it.
Yeah, it's like $40, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm good. Bungie has not been doing great recently.
I hope this helps them, honestly. I don't know how it's doing right now. I don't know what the peak player count is, the current player count, but
well, we're about ready to go find out.
There we go. Yeah, go take a look.
How is it? I mean, I know you've been playing it, so I guess it's.
I mean, it plays well.
It is peak concurrent is 90,000 from AI overview.
Okay.
Which, yeah, that's an all-time peak. Here we go. Steam charts. All-time peak is 88K. Let's see. Max player count or concurrent player count is around 50,000 during the 24-hour peak.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is a brand new game that's supposed to be like highly desired.
Well,
I mean, this has
a lot of money went into it. A lot of years went into it. A lot of churn went into it.
Yeah, this looks, not great to me when I say, hey, let's just compare it to like Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 had 700,000 concurrent players in October 2025. Let's go ahead and go Arc Raiders. That seems,
they can't compete with Arc Raiders.
not
there.
Let's see. Start Arc Raiders all-time peak almost 500,000.
Yeah.
24-hour peak right now, after like 4 months of release, is 160K.
Yeah. Here's where I get the whatever words I used. I can't remember. Considering the kind of more tepid, I would say, response and like expectations of it, and the utter failures of Concord and that other recent one.
Yeah, that was bad.
And very like
AdGuard
for it to be a few weeks later or a couple weeks later and it still have 50,000, I think is a little surprising to me. That it would. That's surprising. I kind of expected it to be another cliff, and so.
Yeah. Oh my God, Concord! It says the Steam, and I don't know. Like, this can't be accurate, but it has the Steam all-time peak at 697.
It is
players.
Accurate.
How did that happen?
That I don't know, and I wish Sony. I bet Sony wishes they knew. But yeah,
what were they asking for this game? Was this a $60 game?
How much was it? Do you remember?
I think it was a full price game. I could be wrong.
Well,
I don't know, but it was
charging full price for a hero shooter. I don't know about that, guys.
Well, I mean, you saw what happened with a free to play one.
It's $40.
$40. There you go.
It was 40. Concord was $40. Man. What happened here?
I mean, I do think we have when it comes to live service games, we live in a gaming world right now that is highly driven by what goes viral. And
Sure.
In a niche genre like extraction shooters, especially, where you're not going to get the same turnout as you would just a standard FPS game anyway. So let's talk Call of Duty, Battlefield, all that stuff.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
I think you're already grasping at straws when it comes to your demographic. And Bungie had every capability to be first in this. They could have beat Arc Raiders to the market, but they could not get their shit together. They had just the team was falling apart. They were laying people off. Sony, I don't know what the hell Sony was doing with them, but they were screwing things up. Plus, they've been mismanaging Destiny now for more than a few years. Unfortunately.
Oh my God! And the Halo situation.
Yeah, all the Halo situations, stuff like that. So they've had a lot of bad publicity. They've had, I mean, for good reasons, right? And so,
they earned that shit, man.
Then you let somebody like Embark come out and absolutely smash the more like user-friendly approach.
That was my first extraction shooter that I played for longer than 5 minutes. And so like some of there's a lot of people who kind of glaze past its shortcomings because there's a lot of things that Arc Raiders just doesn't do in depth that a lot of people wishes it does. Like a lot of people wish there was more quests, like there was more actual like tell me where to go and go get this thing, and then I enjoy the journey along the way, right? If I get in a PvP conflict, cool. If I get in PvE conflicts, cool. The quests have like really no driving force in that game yet. And so a lot of people are like upset about that. And that's where Marathon comes in. And you have this whole like, you got factions you're doing quests for, you're building up reputation. Each reputation has skill trees and stuff like that. And so there's just a lot of depth to the game in addition to getting thrown into potential PvP situations and stuff like that. So there's arguably, in my opinion,
if you're comparing both of them, in my mind, there's a lot more substance to Marathon, but Arc was first. Social media and all your content creators absolutely ate it up and are still eating it up. There's been prime content from that game. You're not going to take the trophy from them. You're not going to take the throne from them anytime soon. It doesn't matter if you're Bungie or anybody else. I mean, they're just not going to do it. If a game sticks, right? And
Yeah.
that's just where it goes. So I think maybe it'll gain some traction over time if they're able to sustain it. I hope so for Bungie's sake, but
right. A lot of studios seem to be biting it over the last like 2 years, man. It hurts.
Yep.
And I agree.
Who's someone not biting it? What about
Slay the Spire 2.
That's the wrong one. I hit the wrong button.
I thought you were talking about that.
You're wrong,
mine was
Brandon.
the wrong one.
You're
I was
wrong.
like, I'm really tempted while y'all were talking. I didn't want to be rude, ruder than I normally am. I really want to turn Mario Brothers on and see if I can play in a video watching it. I might do that later.
That'd be pretty talented of you.
Yeah, I could.
I won't be able to. Like my brain, it'll break my brain. But I was tempted. Yeah, Slay the Spire 2. Pull up handy dandy notes. So, backstory, I think I've got 650 hours at this point in the original Slay the Spire. And I don't know if anybody remembers kind of like before Slay the Spire, but like we see so many roguelikes and roguelike deck builders in particular. Like in a lot of ways, it started that probably not the genre. There were deck builders before, but definitely that recipe of a roguelike deck.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I remember kind of the zeitgeist when that came out, and it was kind of building its reputation. This one, however, it had already built it, obviously, and I think it was like 570 something thousand concurrent players, which is, I remember like we think about Silksong and how many it had, which it's almost the same, and just a wonderful, wonderful game. It's 97% positive, overwhelming positive on Steam. How many does it have at this point? Last time I looked, I think it was like 20,000.
It's impressive, man.
Yeah, it's about 25 almost.
Slay the Spire, I think, was my
25.
First deck builder.
It might have been mine too, because I'm not typically into that sort of stuff. But
But that game's outright
I've not
good,
put any
man.
hours like you guys have into it. But I've put it's perfect for the Steam Deck. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal for the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I've played a lot of deck builders at this point because I fell in love so much with Slay the Spire that it's gotten me to play a whole bunch of others. I've never gotten into any of them in the same way. And so I was kind of worried that I was going to get Slay the Spire 2 and just find that I've sort of just kind of moved past it as a genre that I'm real
because it looks so similar. Man.
Yeah, this company has the sauce. They understand somehow how to combine these different aspects in a way that just works. And so you got the 3 of the 4 previous characters. The Watcher is not in it that I'm aware of. They may be planning to bring her into it, but that's fine because I didn't like playing the Watcher because you had to think too much. I don't want to do math a lot when I'm playing a video game, and with the Watcher, I was like, okay, if I do this, it's going to double, and then it's going to half, and then I can't do it. But they've introduced 2 new characters. There's the Necrobinder and the Regent. The Necrobinder, but they both have kind of various metas you could do. But the Necrobinder is about summoning Asti, which is like this bony hand, that will take damage before you, and you can do some various stuff. And then the regent, it was kind of cool. He comes to the world in a spaceship. I have no idea what the backstory is here. I want to know. I want like a deep, like esoteric ebb in this world. I would play. But anyway, he shows up in a spaceship, and one of his main things is basically the spectral sword that you can summon and then buff and then use it in various ways. I have not played the co-op. There's no local co-op, which kind of sucked. I was hoping there would be, because
man, because
you have to
a couple of controllers and rock.
Exactly. I mean, again, this is early access, so who knows what their ultimate roadmap. It's supposed to be in early access for 1 to 2 years. I think it's completely. I mean, it's worth being a full price game in my opinion. There's a couple of like placeholder art stuff in there, like you come across it every now and again, but outside of that, it looks like a finished game to me. But yeah, there's no local co-op, but there is 4-player online co-op, and it's really just the original expanded out into just a lot more depth, a lot more variety. And like I said, just right out of the gate, it feels that way. So yeah, have either of y'all played it?
I've not tried the second one.
No, man, $25. Like I don't want it on the. You guys were like good for the Steam Deck. I don't want it on a Steam Deck. I want it on my iPhone.
Oh yeah.
I want to play it on my iPhone. I want to play it on my iPad. That's where I want to play my deck builders. I do not want to play my deck builders on the computer.
Yeah, I can see that.
That makes sense.
Like, I don't know why, but deck builders, you know what? Deck builders are not CRPGs, and therefore belong on cell phones and stuff. And
that's a stance.
Yeah. Anything that is not a CRPG, so like Marathon, for instance, belongs on the iPad.
Oh God, that sounds horrible.
Right? Arc Raiders, also an iPad game for me. Don't want to play it, on.
Okay. Have fun.
But anyway, very, very fun game. I love continuing to see indie games come out
just win
and
brother.
Be just these movements of. Yeah. I mean, we talk about Marathon and how many millions of dollars went into its development. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of money, relatively speaking, was sunk into Slay the Spire 2 because they had it. You can tell that the polish is there, which is really nice. But yeah, you have Marathon and things like it that are millions of dollars and come out, and like I think there's a decent chance in the near future we hear that Sony's closing Bungie. Hopefully not. But that is a real possibility.
I don't know,
if
man.
Marathon bombs, that they would come out and be like, "Hey, blah blah blah, we've decided to do this."
Sony makes terrible business decisions, so I would.
EA would be. I would say the same about EA, about Ubisoft, about any of these, because they have so much money they put into these games, and it's just not hittable every time.
Brother, Sony, I believe, are the people who made K-pop Demon Hunters, and they sold it at a huge loss. It was like made for 150 million. They sold it for 50 million, and it became, Netflix's like #1 show ever in the history of ever. Hit theaters twice, once with a sing-along version, and like
it's a good movie.
It was good.
No, but it's not like the only thing. Sony makes weird business decisions. The Spider-Man purchase weird business decision. Couldn't do any, like, I mean, like they made a bunch of like non-cohesive Spider-Man movies until Marvel came around and like did a make fix on it. They rebooted it like 4 times or something. The point is that like, who knows what Sony's going to do? Maybe they'll like keep it. Maybe, I mean, like, I
mean, it's estimated that they spent over 250 million on Marathon. That's a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of movie out of it. Out of extraction.
Players of how much?
50,000.
Now, mind you, this is not, a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this until early on when I started following Marathon, but Marathon's not a new IP. There's an old Marathon game. I never got into it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I never got into it.
Oh, who's the...
Yeah, there's a whole, like, there's a world that they've already built years ago.
There's 3 different games.
Yeah.
It was a Mac exclusive FPS.
That's probably why I never got into it. Yeah.
It's really, really weird.
Oh, it's very weird, and all the lore is very. It's good. It's cool. It's unique, but it's all very odd stuff. But yeah, no, so it's not even. I could see 250 million if you're building the world from the ground up too, right? But they had some of that to start with too, and it's like you've got other companies that are building actual like breathing worlds in addition to gameplay systems, mechanics, multiplayer, netcode in some case, sometimes the whole damn engine for far less than $250 million and with far less people. and yeah, so I don't know, man. Yeah,
we've had the discussion before, I know, where there is just a level of efficiency that you lose with big teams.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to create art,
very hard.
Having cohesion is really, really difficult.
Yep.
If you're interested, Mandalore Gaming has some really great marathon vids, and he goes through the lore and stuff.
Oh, yep. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Fun.
All right.
Go play Slay the Spire in 2 years when it comes out, then, Matt.
Yeah, right. I will. I'll buy it.
On your iPad.
When it comes out, I'll buy it.
All right. Are we working for Niantic?
Oh, yeah.
Are we working for them? Do you guys
now,
know?
Once again, as a strong reminder that if you're not paying for the product, you are the product.
We've talked about that before, too.
Yeah, right. Niantic's come out and I guess that they've admitted whatever, that they've been scooping up all of your photos and using it to build a, giant spatial recognition network for robots or whatever. I gotta hand it to them. That is a really smart way to both generate revenue and achieve your super goal, which is to build robot overlords that can come out and get us. Like, I don't know, guys. This is like, some of the stuff's wild, right? This game was huge. They had 500 million installs within like 60 days. At peak, they had like 230 million people going out there, and they were incentivizing people, to take these pictures for them basically, and then I guess scooping them and putting them in the AI database. I don't know if it was like their master genius plan, like from the get-go, whether they were like, all right, check it out. We're gonna, we want to build robot AI stuff. So let's get people to take pictures, or whether they just had all these pictures and we're like, who can we sell it to? And came up with AI.
Oh, it was the latter. I'm absolutely positive, because at the end of the day, the only thing anybody ever cares about is money. And there's nothing generating more money than probably Pokemon did right there at that time. So
any time for that.
I would say that they're like, how do we continue to have relevance? And let's sell the data.
Let's sell the data.
Let's sell the data.
It's so crazy. It makes you really wonder, when you give up data, where is it going? Do you have friends now who are in pictures that you took pictures with Pokemon and your friends, and now Coco Robotics has your friend's face or your face, and what are they going to do with that? Will they then turn around and sell that to the government?
Yeah.
Right? Or
just you and your family at the mall. I mean, all they had to do, if you recall, I don't know if you guys played it, but like you'd have hotspots where you'd go and find or Pokemon gyms. You'd have gyms in certain spots. You'd have rare spawns in certain spots, right? So, okay, we're missing data for this area. Let's put a rare over there. And
and then people just whoop.
Everybody's over there, right? So like they incentivize the shit out of driving you wherever they needed you to go, and you just didn't realize it. You're like, oh, sweet, it's sweet. Like I remember we drive to the park, and like we let the kids play, and we'd capture whatever Pokemon were around the park, and then we drive to like go get some food, right? We'd go to like McDonald's and pick up food on the way home, and there's Pokemon over there in the parking lot, so we play them real quick, right, while we're over there waiting for our food. You know, like, just along your route, and you're just the whole time you're farming data for these guys.
I'm dying.
I didn't do too much because I lived in the country.
Yeah.
So there wasn't
They
near
were
as
interested
much.
in your data.
There's 3 Pokemon there.
Yeah, like there's rarely ever anything. Now, granted, we went to Disney. Whew, that was some prime Pokemon Go territory.
Mandy said library. Yep.
Man.
All your public spots, man, were like just crawling with it. But the whole time, think about what's in the background. You got kids playing in the park. That data's going to them. You got, I don't know, license plate data when cars are getting picked up in your background. You've got people's property. I mean, whatever. You got a ton of crap that's just getting harvested by that. It's crazy.
It's so frustrating.
So you said Coco Robotics. Is who's right now.
So what is the difference, in y'all's opinion, between this and just Google Maps and other mapping services that are also going and taking pictures of everything public? And
sorry, I've got opinions about that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah,
I don't really have much of an opinion on that part, but I'm curious what y'all's are.
Man, so I mean, it's the problem that I have is that it's transactional without appearing to be transactional. You know, they're providing you a service, and it looks like it's freer in-app purchases, right? From your perspective, you know, and like, sure, you signed away all the rights or whatever, but
say that's what happens when you don't read that.
I know, I get it, right? But like, there's some amount of like, well, you told me that you were going to use these pictures to, you know, I guess you didn't tell me what the pictures were going to be used for at all. And, you know, I guess that's stupid of me for not being like, oh, they're obviously going to use it for, you know, robot training.
I think they specifically said what it was going to be used for. Whatever they damn well please.
They did very specifically say that, didn't they? So, you know, I think here's the thing is I think that if you were to sit down with a person and be like, hey, just so you know, we're going to take this data and we're going to sell it to some third party and they're going to train robots on it. And, you know, they're going to do all types of shit with it. Some people would interact with it differently if they were more upfront. And I think that's my beef with it is that, like, sure, like, I understand you can do whatever you want with it. Like, look, man, like, what if that data gets then resold again, you know, or like to somebody who's less savory or, you know, cause we're at the point where AI can, you know, make unsavory videos and photos and stuff like that. Right. And like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I'm it's unfortunate to see if there isn't consumer protection laws in place that would prevent something like this from occurring is how I feel about it. But you, Brent.
I mean, I agree with all those things. At the flip side of it, from a business perspective, I think it's genius.
It's absolutely game recognized game, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's you know, Google's out here special fitting cars and
doing
shit
it the hard way,
equipment and driving it out all over the place, right? And damn, Niantic's got you with your smartphone in your hand chasing Pokemon.
Taking 40 megapixel cameras all over the place. Pop, pop, pop.
And getting
Absolutely.
angles that a Google car is never going to get being on the
Yeah.
street, right? So
Google should just made a damn video game.
yeah, you're right. I mean, so I you know, from that perspective, from a technology perspective, from a building a database perspective, I think it's quite damn
That's genius.
But yeah, there's just, this is an example of, you know, I was joking, but also not, kind of tongue in cheek about the whole TOS thing. But this is, companies have come to learn that no one's reading the damn TOS in the first place.
Who can?
Right? So,
And what are you going to do about it if you do?
right. I mean,
You're going to
well,
not subscribe to Spotify?
right. Your choice is either use the product or don't. Right. I mean, that's your choice. Any of these apps, if you say no or you don't check the I agree, you're not getting to the app. Like it's.
Is that it? Yeah, you just
Right. Like that's it, right? There is no alternative. So you either agree to the terms of service or you don't use the damn thing. So, you know, we talked about, I've joked about this too in the past of like, everybody's already got all my shit anyways, right? Which is, it's kind of a catch-all statement. But I mean, I'm sure there's companies that I'm even unaware of that have a lot more of my data than I'm comfortable with.
Oh yeah.
Either
guarantee
by malicious acts or by a button that I clicked and then said, yeah, go ahead and take it. And I didn't realize just how much I was signing away when I did that, right? So I am willing to bet that there's a ton of that around. We just haven't, maybe we haven't seen some of it come to fruition yet. Maybe Niantic is one of the first in this generation that we've seen as like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was doing that. I bet you there's a lot more that we haven't caught yet that we're like, oh damn. I mean, how many times have we commented about, and they've always kind of dodged this question, I think. I don't know that anyone's ever fully said, yes, we're doing that, but like talking about something and then looking on Facebook and you've got an ad for it 5 seconds later, right? Like they've always been accused of that. I don't know that any of the dev team over there or any of the higher ups have ever like full on said, yeah, we're doing that. But if Facebook is doing it, I mean, gosh, I don't know. And you know, you always have like on the iOS, I'm sure Android's got a similar thing these days, ask the app not to track. Right. So it's not giving you customized stuff. I've done that with Facebook. I still get customized stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
So I'll probably get an ad about Pokemon Go after this damn podcast. I don't know.
All of us are gonna.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just saying all these things that we're using that we're almost, you would have to live a much different lifestyle not having some of these services and these tools and games and all that than what we do, us being in our industry. I mean, we're almost backed into a corner to use some of these things. It's either we sign the TOS and we do it, or even more so, we're pushed by people that are not us, i.e. our kids. I mean, there's so many things that my kids are like, oh, my buddy's got this. And I'm like, well, what the hell is that? You know? And it's like, okay, now we're introducing yet another variable into the tech stack or whatever it is they're doing into their apps. And who knows what that damn thing's doing. Anyways, yeah, we live in a hell of a time, man, where
Absolutely. Yeah.
data is weaponized almost in a way. We just don't even realize it.
Where are my consumer protection laws and why don't I get any?
Non-existent. And not to become the political dissent, but I don't think we're getting them anytime soon because that's not a priority by any means.
No, I would say absolutely not, sir. We're too busy dealing with other things at the moment.
Yeah. All right. We ready?
Next topic.
All right. Stryker Medical hit by destructive Iranian wiper attack.
You know, there are those other things I was talking about us dealing with right now.
You're supposed to say who is Stryker.
Oh.
And I was going to
Stryker?
mistakenly. No, I just realized that I was thinking Strider, and I was going to make a Lord of the Rings comment.
Wait, who's that guy?
Aragorn.
Never heard of him. Can you give me some background?
It was really incorrect, so I'm going to shut up and have y'all continue.
Okay.
Iran.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are living under a rock, America bombed Iran to stop their nuclear program? Question mark. I'm not really sure. I'm not actually sure what happened there, but we did it. You know, as a country, we bombed Iran. And so Iran being, you know, one of the top 10 offensive cybersecurity actors in the world have started taking some, some action in their own hands in the cybersecurity world. And so Iran attacked or I should say a group affiliated with the Iran, gosh, I don't have it here. Whatever, their cyber service. I'm sorry, I don't have the name pulled up. That I guess is connected to their cyber service. Went ahead and hacked Stryker Medical. Stryker Medical is a Fortune 500 tech giant. Or medical technology giant. They have, $25 billion in revenue and operate in 61 countries, around 56,000 employees. So a big company. It's one of the craziest attacks I've ever seen. Iran broke in, wiped literally everything they could via Intune, Windows asset servers, whatever, had control of the ESXi, blah, blah, blah. Apparently they had, access to the rubric backups from the rumors that I've heard. Also, it's huge. And, it's really devastating to wake up and be like, oh, all of my devices are wiped. And, even some of the BYOD devices were wiped because of the way that the commands were pushed and the configuration. It was attacked by a group called Handela. Also tracked as Void, Manticore, Cobalt, Mystique, or Storm 1084. Depending on which group you like to use for your threat intel.
Brother,
really crazy stuff.
Talk about sending a message, though. We're not going to hold your data ransom. We're just fucking deleting.
Yeah, we're just wiping God. Allegedly, initial access is done via phishing. So, real lesson.
Always is.
Yep, real lesson here in least privilege access. It's crazy. It really, it marks a turn, in my mind where here it is. It's Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security. There you go. There's the state. There's the state entity, Ministry of Intelligence and Security. Okay. So, this really, in my mind, changes the landscape a little bit. Previously, I feel like American businesses' primary concern is ensuring that they don't get hit by, opportunists, right? These aren't opportunists. This is an ATP at this point, or APT, sorry, or an advanced persistent threat. These are people who have infinite time and infinite money, basically, because that's what a state has, and or like what feels like infinite time or money compared to me as, a practitioner in my organization. And, it's a very different threat to defend against. It's very challenging, and it really, it's starting to reframe the way that I approach cybersecurity issues. I don't know. And my defenses. That's my thoughts on this. This is wild. Just absolutely crazy.
I agree. It's yet another instance of our tools being used against us.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Your tools have everything, right? They have all they need to cause the fire. Why not?
It just takes one to get through. The amount of time still that I see client side and otherwise, I don't know how to give this person the access they need, so I'm just going to make them an admin. I'm just going to make them an admin, just temporarily though. And
permissions are really hard. Yeah.
6 to 12 months later, guess what? You go in there and do an audit, and they're still an admin, and it's like, okay, so this one guy who keeps his damn password still in a spreadsheet on his desktop has admin access to this thing. This thing has an integration to that thing, which is like a full integration. And then you could potentially touch this, I'm sure, if you knew how to code for it. Like, that's the other thing too. We've got so many, not only do we have so many systems that can be fished into or otherwise have, maybe loop some type of hole in it, some type of bug that can be maliciously broken into. But then 90% of these tools these days are linked together in one way or another.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So then you have that to worry about too, on top of everything else. And you don't even really think about it because it's a business necessity. You have to have it. You have to have your billing getting piped in from QuickBooks or whatever tool you use. You got to have your quotes and all that getting pulled in to your PSA and to your CRM. And Like, you got all these things that have to talk to each other, but you don't think about that one weak link in the chain because, well, it hasn't been hacked yet. So why do I have any reason to worry about it? So this sort of stuff is scary. But I mean, in a case like this, what can you even do? Right? Like,
I think that, so I think practical defenses against something like this is like actually implementing least privilege access,
yeah.
I think another practical defense is just in time privilege access where you have to MFA up, you can't just take a token and roll with it. It still isn't going to stop you, in real time. If you're like getting hacked right now, let me see what else do I think. Separation of like accounts that get emails and accounts that are admins. And if you're really serious about it, it's separation of computers that that do administrative work and get non-admin and get non-admin accounts, and then it's separating computers that do admin work and get admin accounts versus computers that, basically get email and, operate as your like business connectivity, and I think that there's some smart ways to do that. I think that you can, you can, if you want to build a VM, you start with basically a hypervisor layer on your laptop or desktop. And then, you build 2 VMs, one for this and one for that. There's challenges there, obviously. I think that you can just issue 2 computers, just, simple way of solving that. But let's say it was phishing. Okay. So you got a phishing email and you fell for it. So they have access to, like my administrative accounts can't receive emails, basically is what it turns down to. Right. And, so how did they get to the administrative account? Did they, steal tokens off of the computer that was being shared? Did you get phished on your administrative account? Cause that sucks, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to say there. So I don't know. I guess that's my 2 cents there.
Yeah. The rest of it is highly, well, I think you even mentioned it here, geopolitical. So
it is. It absolutely is.
Can't get too deep into that necessarily, but it just shows that, like,
I fully expect more of this.
Oh yeah. The repercussions are more than just boots on the ground sort of stuff.
If this is the only cyber attack that America has to field, in like, I don't even want to think about how long that this is going to go on for, because I'm like still not sure what we're doing, and maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know.
Not just you.
I don't think it's just me. But like, I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, Iran's on the hunt. Iran has specifically been like, we're going after Microsoft, Amazon, Google. They said that they're going to be I thought I saw a comment saying they were going to be kinetically targeting data centers in the area. And
I thought you were saying they were going after Connecticut. And I'm like,
specifically. Yeah.
It's just there on the eastern seaboard, so small.
Nothing else.
No,
Delaware, you're fine. Rhode Island, you're just Connecticut.
Hey,
we hate
Brahms. Good to see you, man.
What's up, Brahms?
Yeah, man. They're going after Connecticut. It's just hanging out on the eastern seaboard. So small, it can't defend itself. So they're gonna go pick on it. Yeah. So they're talking about striking, major businesses in the U.S. area, and major U.S. businesses in the area. Gosh, I can't talk right today. It's really terrible. Like, I'm laughing because I don't know how to express how terrible I perceive this situation being, but it's really terrible. They should strike EA. Brom says, maybe. I don't think I can condone striking U.S. assets, but,
they could probably make better games.
Could
all
they
those
make better games?
all those resources from the groups that wanted to get into gaming.
Brahms says, hack into my student loans and mortgage and eliminate that. Brahms, that's the backbone of the economy, bro. What are you trying? What? No, that's the backbone of the American economy. What's wrong with you guys?
Oh God.
Can we just do the student loans? I mean, that's not really a backbone of any economy, is it?
No, because they're not getting my money half the time anyways.
It's been so many years. And at this point, and I've tried logging in. I have no idea what is going on with my student loans. I don't understand. All I know is I never get a bill.
Hey, man.
And I'm not going to argue.
What do you mean, man? You never get a bill. Hold on.
I haven't gotten a bill
They haven't found them yet.
since before COVID. And I've logged in, and I log in, and it always says you owe $0, and I'm like, whatever.
Like $0 this month, or like $0 total?
No, $0 this month. Like,
Man,
I still owe my loans, but
best time. Hey, man, best time to pay down a loan is when you're not being charged interest. Just saying. Not saying I always made that decision.
hey,
Yeah, is interest ticking? Brow's out here
right now. It's not for most people. It's not right now.
Yeah.
they're in an
Wait,
administrative forbearance until
What?
next
Like
year.
everybody's student loans? Why?
Most of them are in. If it's federal, most of them are in forbearance right now.
Wait, why is it in forbearance?
Because they ripped apart the damn Department of Education. What do you mean? I can literally pull mine up right now. My shit, I was paying monthly, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to pay right now." And I was like,
What?
oh, that must be what's going on, because there was the COVID era stuff.
Hold on. You're saying that? I'm sorry. I'm having my mind blown right now. So what you're saying is that they tore up the Department of Education, but they didn't have a plan to.
Yeah, it's full stop. You can just stop there, Matt. They didn't have a plan.
I was gonna say, and are we done with the conversation? You just answered your own question.
They didn't have a plan.
I'm logging in right now. Hold on, I'll tell you what it says.
Yeah, is there a connection between this topic and the Stryker attack and how we got to that one also? This whole plan situation and maybe lack there. You know what, man? We should we should start a political podcast.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I don't want to get any death threats, man.
All right. So look, I don't owe anything. My next because I had auto debit set up is what they call it on that side, not auto pay. I don't owe anything until the 1st of November in 2028. I am in save plan pause forbearance.
Hold on. Did you say 2028?
2028. And at the very top, it says, on October 30th, 2025, the U.S. Department of Education published the final public service loan forgiveness, blah, 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 blah. So that's talking about the public service thing. And then above that, the U.S. Department of Education announced a proposed settlement agreement that would end the saving on valuable education, blah, 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 the SAVE plan. The settlement must be approved by the court before it can be implemented. Well, that's not happening. There's like no traction on that right now. So instead of
hold on, so they abolished this shit. They didn't, and now we're waiting on the court to be like, yeah, that can be abolished.
Yeah. No. So it's just setting in limbo right now. Like anybody that was on this save plan or any iteration of the save plan is just chilling.
I didn't take any of that, man. I saw that save plan come through, and I was like, there's too much political instability for me to fuck with that. I was like, whatever happens next, there's a chance that that's all going to get, ripped out by the roots or ignored, or you're just going to get charged back interest or some wild shit.
Well, I've been on the iteration of this for years. I've been on, because before this, it was like IDR or whatever it was. It was like income driven repayment or something like that.
They're different. I was on the IDR.
I was driven to this because they said they were getting rid of my version of IDR. Because this one still assesses like your your annual income.
Well, and shit right
raises
now,
it per that, and it's just a mess, man. Every time I come in here, there's a new the whole top of my browser is like this long with public service messages.
That's why I was talking about when I log in. I was like, I don't understand this. All I see well, I probably could, but I'm like, I'm not spending the time to understand this, and it says my bill is 0, and then I log out.
Oh man, you guys like look, if the interest ain't ticking, you guys need to be paying.
It is a good time to do it. Yeah.
No, you got to be paying it down. You know who you should say, look, man, like I know dudes who did this, and you know, like it's like, you know, because all right, look, when the interest is ticking every month, you're paying interest, right? You're paying X% of your payment goes straight to interest, and it sucks. And you know, it's like 50%. It's wildly high unless you're down near the end. And when there's no interest ticking, you're just paying against the fucking thing. So instead of paying $500 and losing $300 to, you know, like that month's interest payment, you're paying like an actual $500 against it. Like, look, everybody's finances your own problem, but like if you got the scratch, now's the time to pay.
My plan is to just not pay it until I eventually die.
Yeah.
And I'm halfway there, guys.
I mean, it's a really pragmatic plan.
Yep.
You got to worry about some credit scores, but if you don't give a shit about credit scores,
Nope.
well, if you don't care about your credit score at all,
Rob said they're going to be knocking on heaven's door, repo that mansion.
No, I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying don't not pay it if it but like so far we're years in and I'm just like, you know, who knows? Because like I'll just stop there.
Indeed, bro.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm like, who knows?
We may get a tweet tomorrow that says that payments are restarting and you're going to owe, you know, a bunch of back interest. It may happen.
Yep.
Tell me, you know, look in the past and tell me, give me evidence that we may not see some tweet that says some random shit. You know what the crazy thing is that the website will start doing that. And then 6 months later, they'll be like, that turns out that shit was illegal. And guess what? You don't get your fucking money back. Hey, anyone get any of their tariff cash back? I didn't. Man, we are deep in the political weeds at this point. We are not talking about.
I'm not in the political weeds. I'm just saying I don't like paying student loans. When I never even graduated from the stupid school, I didn't get nothing out of that except the trauma from years.
Ban Brahms.
No, I would never allow this. I would never allow anybody to ban Brahms. I'll fucking fight your ass. Try to ban Brahms.
I'll
agree,
drive
though,
out.
they
They need to shit or get off the pot with these loans. Either forgive or take off the table. Agreed.
Yep. I agree with that. Yeah, man. The instability is what really kills. You know, is what really kills.
Oh man, for the longest time, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get what, 20 grand or whatever worth of forgiveness." That was one signature away from happening, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we ain't worried about that shit no more.
No, we don't talk about that anymore.
We don't talk about that no more.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about fucking tariff checks.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
Yeah, Brahms is exactly right.
No, Brahms is absolutely right. You know, I have some friends who, when the new like forgiveness stuff came out, they were like, oh shit, that's me, and like because they had done like public service. And they wiped out like $40,000 worth of loans. And then they sat there for months going, are they going to hand it back to us? And just like not feeling stable enough to know that it was gone because who knows what's going on? They may still hand it back to them at this point, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't realize people weren't paying on loans still. I figured that like, I figured that things were running again.
No,
and
man,
that people were paying.
Place for years.
Things are running. There's some air quotes. The biggest Texas on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we got one more topic. We want to run it.
Oh, we did.
Wait, what?
Didn't you have one more at the bottom of this? I put one more on here, or did you mistakenly leave it up there? I thought we were revisiting the Discord thing.
No.
Oh well, you left it up.
Oh, it was a mistake then.
No, where?
It's in the notes.
No, it's not. No, it's Slay the Spire 2.
At the very bottom. I'm looking at.
There is some shit like that. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that.
I was like, are we
That-
doing this again? Or did something else happen?
No,
Yeah,
no. I copied and pasted the last time's notes, and
Hey,
that was
works.
way down at
That
the bottom.
works. All right, so we're doing better than I thought then. Yeah, now it just disappeared. Magic.
Magic, poof.
Magic.
All right, let's talk more politics.
Yeah, there we go. We're back to political dissent.
Let's get some death threats up in this bitch.
Brahms, they are
'Cause that's
killing
what we're
you.
gonna
That
get.
is- that is the sad thing.
So it turns out you can get dragon stones from the gemstone crab. I was very excited. I got a purple gem, and I'm like, what?
Can you use them to pay for your student loans? Maybe that'll be the next transaction that you can have. RuneScape currency for paying off your loans.
No,
You know,
it's crypto for student loans, baby. You gotta do that. That crypto.
I was going to say a
real
specific name of
speculative.
crypto, but never mind. I'm not going to do it.
yeah.
The more speculative, the better. Especially if it's tied to a famous figure.
I was going to say, what's the one that did it actually launch?
It sure did.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, it launched and it was a pump and dump, just like all the other famous crypto shit.
Oh god!
Crimson Desert. What is that? Is that like Black Desert? Is that the same game? Just like the next
Isn't it
iteration?
the single player?
It is by
Game that
Pearl
is-
Abyss. The
Yeah,
same people.
same
that do
people.
Black Desert. Yep.
Is it gonna be good?
It's getting a lot of hype around it, man. It's supposed to be really good.
Whatever. I know how to bot farm also.
It's had hype around it for what, 3-4 years at this
It
point?
has. It seems. I mean, if they're able to execute what they've shown so far, like if what we get is what they've shown, which the early testers say it is, it looks incredible. I don't have time for that shit right now, so I'm gonna wait.
Wow.
I think, but
Okay, so it looks like a giant open world game.
yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna ride a dragon and shit? You know what?
Matt is excited.
I had put this on. I hated Black Desert. I hated
No,
it.
this
Man.
is not. Do not associate with it at all.
I bought Black Desert, and like I think I played it with all you guys for like 10 minutes and was like, this is ass. What do you
Brother,
mean go
such
get
a-
12 things?
That's a beautiful game with great combat. The in game is horrid.
I mean,
Absolutely
No,
horrid. It is
I don't
a
know, man.
nonstop grind for you to go and roll dice, essentially gamble, to try to get a minor upgrade on your gear, only to lose all your progress because the RNG screws you, and you're right back. Like, it's just not my loop.
man.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Speaking of MMOs that we played together, I was going through like my top played games. I put like 130 hours into Lost Ark.
Lost Ark was good until they did the same thing.
Oh,
That-
man,
that
my
Eastern
wife even
influence
played
hit
that
it, man.
one.
Yeah.
You know what, man? My wife actually liked Lost Ark because of the little like cocoa beads or whatever they were. I don't know. There was things that you're supposed to go find.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Great
And-
game.
Was it?
I liked it. I
The
enjoyed
loop-
it.
The initial loop was very good, and then it just turned into the same Eastern influence RNG based in game to get anything
Mhm.
done. Not to mention there was so much to do in that game. Holy shit! Because you had to
There
manage
was a lot.
you had to manage your island or whatever the hell it was, and then you had dailies on the other islands. You had to sail between the islands
I
to do
don't-
the dailies, and if you wanted to make
I don't
any
think
real
that-
progress past a certain point, you had to do all of that. And I'm not saying other game your Western iterations are not without that. WoW's got plenty of dailies, but they're easy in comparison, right? Your Eastern audience would come to a Western version of WoW and absolutely tear it apart. To where like us, we go,
Why?
we do the
Like, what do you mean?
because they're geared for a whole different type of gameplay loop. They're playing Lineage, and they're playing. I mean, WoW's got its own Eastern version over there for a more hardcore audience than us.
Oh,
Like they literally released a different version of WoW in other geographics, if you will, to just have a different mindset on the gameplay loop. It's a much grindier gameplay loop. It's a much more RNG. It's like the what is it? Like the gotcha games or whatever the hell they are. It's a lot of that mentality of
okay.
chance. I have a chance of getting this thing. I play for the chance to where, you know, we're more, I want to put 40 hours in and get the damn thing that I worked 40 hours for. I don't want there to be a chance at 40 hours.
No, I better.
Yeah.
No, I need to get my shit, dog. Brahms said he liked New World. I am embarrassed to say that is the MMO that has the most hours in it for me. The game was terrible. I would say the politics was pretty amusing though. One of my buddies showed up to this Discord server and brought a bunch of his friends with him. And then over the course of a few weeks, it basically incited a coup that was at the Discord server that like mostly failed. Like, and he like was planting seeds there for a hot minute, man. And eventually this like coup occurred and the Discord server split. I got kicked out of the Discord server just for associating with, like, I didn't take any, like, I didn't even know, like, I saw it happening, but I didn't respond to anybody. I knew it was happening for weeks because I was talking to the other guy and he was talking shit. And like, eventually I just got kicked out. I didn't do anything. That was pretty amusing. That felt like a real MMO experience.
That same guy has 2,000 hours in that game. So
it's 2,000 hours.
Yeah.
I have like 100 and I regret all of them.
I will say it is tragic because what Brom said is absolutely true, though. It just got a patch, or it got multiple patches. It was just like, it had just gotten good. And it had a console release in the middle of all this too. That's what everybody, it got, I think it was at least released on PlayStation. And so they redid everything to make it controller friendly. It was beautiful. It ran great. It actually had content for a change. Like, I don't know if, did you ever get in game, Matt? I dropped off like heading towards max level. There wasn't shit to do. How am I supposed to level? I have to go grind.
You had to run towns, bro. You had to go to town. You had to go run. You got to go to the first town and chop wood, and then go to the next town and mine.
I got bored.
Stone. I got bored
really fast. And but no, they had turned all that. They had seasons, like seasonal content, and then Amazon's like, nah, dog, we're done.
I enjoyed New World for the time I played it. I mean, but I haven't done a lot of MMO playing or online gaming where like I was really being a part of like a group. So it was a bit of a new experience. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the specifically. I think I really enjoyed the guns. Like, it had really nice feeling to the gunfire, and I remember liking that. And then, as somebody who has 99 wood cutting now, no, not to be braggadocious or anything, I enjoyed the cutting trees.
Brahms pointed out this game here, War of Rights. This is a weird looking game here. This is like. Rights. Yeah, it looks like Civil War Battlefield, basically. It's like, I like the Gathering. The game did feel good. Great sound animations. He's got to be talking about New World. I don't think you do a lot of Gathering here in War of Rights. This is some weird shit, Brahms. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just, I don't think I've ever sat down and been like, man, I want Civil War Battlefield with 400 people on the field with me.
The sixth screenshot on that game looks like what I would picture Brahms looking like. That's Brahms in the game.
Oh, that's a good looking man there. Very, very masculine. Yes.
What was the other early setting war game that just came out recently? What was that called? Oh, shit. Where is it?
I picture you as the next ram in that cannon.
As the next ram in that cannon. Oh god.
Oh, Brahms.
Oh, Brahms. I don't see it on my list anymore. Damn it. It was up here not that long ago.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get a recommendation for that.
It was something. It was sort of goofy looking, but I was like, well, interesting. I wish them luck. Huh. The one there is one that interests me. I put it on my wish list a little while ago. The guy who made The Binding of Isaac or whatever that guy. What's his name? Edmund
Eugenics.
McMillian. Yeah, Eugenics. looks
Yeah,
really
I'm
good.
looking at Eugenics. Guys, they have a new Starship Troopers game out that dropped today.
Really?
I thought they just dropped one not that long ago. What the hell?
I started playing Cattails. That's another one that I was playing. I got it on sale. So imagine Stardew Valley, but as a cat. Not really an anthropomorphic cat, just a
Just
cat.
actually a cat.
Yes. Now, you can do more than cats can do, generally speaking. But yeah, that's fun. Cattails. What's the other one I started playing recently?
Ultimate Bug War? Is that what you're talking about? This came out today?
Yeah.
Look at the graphics on that one.
Ultimate Bug, B-U-G.
Yeah. Ultimate Bug War.
Huh. $20.
There's a demo.
I gotta be honest, guys. I've always wanted to do my part. You know what I mean?
You're the bug?
Sometimes you're the bug, it looks
I
like.
think you're right, Brom. Sorry, I just read chat. Over the Top is what it was called, I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that trailer for that is so sad.
Oh, so you're okay. I get it now. I get it.
I don't know, guys. At $20, I'm almost in just because I like the IP.
There's a demo.
I
I'm gonna download the demo. I don't
do
even
it. Tell me how it is. Download it. Tell me how it is.
Oh, I also deleted my Windows data partition, and now I'm doing iDrive cloud backup.
Could you access
my Linux?
Could you access the Windows partition from Linux?
Yes, it was. You can go that way. Windows can't see the native Windows Linux.
Yeah, but if I'm sitting in Linux, and because that my problem is that, like, I've thought about Linux a lot, but I have a RAID that I it's too much stuff. Like, I can't do anything about it. Oh man, that's my problem. It's a software RAID at the Windows level. So like, I have to.
That
it works, bro. It just works.
I thought they got rid of that. You talking about like storage spaces, or where the hell that thing was called?
I don't know. Or it's there.
Interesting.
I have really enjoyed the full-time move to Linux. It works great for me.
I think it is storage spaces. But I don't know, man.
Are you running like Windows 7?
No, it's Windows 11, man.
I know storage space is still in the core of it, so that's crazy.
Huh.
Dude, I mean, like, look, I know you're not supposed to do that, okay? Like, I know you're not.
Really no shade.
Like, it's so like it was so much easier than doing anything else. I was just like, take all my logic. I opened it up and I was like, give me a RAID, give me a RAID 5, and it was like, no problem, man. You want 1 stripe, 2 stripe? How many pair do you want? And it was just like pop, man. And I moved from 6 different drives to 1 drive in like 15 minutes. It was great. Unfortunately, now
I'm running XP.
You are not, Brahms. Brahms, if you're running XP, I'll send you a Windows 11 key
From a totally legitimate source.
Yeah, of course it's a legitimate source. What do you think I am? Don't answer that.
Oh god.
Oh shoot, man. All right. We got anything else, guys?
I think that's it.
What's your Twitch, Matt? I feel like I know your voice. It's Dr. Packet. You would only know me from here. Though, I've been in your chat a whole bunch. I hung out in Pete's chat as Dr. _Packet.
Yeah, you would have heard him there.
Emphasis on the underscore.
Oh yeah, I guess you would have heard me on Pedens once or twice. Yeah, you know, like I think I agree with Brent. It's most likely that I was on. You know, I've been on his streams. Yeah, I'm in Brent's freaking. Am I still in your video?
But yes.
Am I still in your intro video?
No, I haven't played that intro video in ages.
Yeah, I was in Brent's intro video for a long time, being like, "Who gives a shit? I could jump over these holes." And
I was
then
like, hey
going,
guys,
shit.
don't fall in the hole, and then Matt falls in the hole. Immediately
I think I was actively talking shit about how you can't tell me what to do or something at the same time.
It was, and we were playing Destiny too. It was great.
I like going down my wish list sometimes, and I'm like, where the heck did this come from? Like Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3.
Oh,
why,
my God,
brother? Like, I mean, like, yes, where did that come from? Who?
Don't know. But now I'm going to click on it.
I'm going to name it
is.
that. Yeah. Yep. Don't get a virus.
Oh.
Good problems.
Oh
my God.
Trolling.
This does look fun.
Straight trolling.
Oh God. Yeah, I just cleaned up my wish list not too long ago, I think.
Yeah, I need to, man. There's been a bunch of time games on there have gone for like $2, and I'm like, maybe next time. Like, maybe next time. When's that game going to be less than $1.99, bro?
Yeah.
Ooh, Wreckfest is on sale. You know what? I'm not buying any game. I have so many games.
I'm not either.
Ooh, I forgot what I was in the middle of when I had to stop for the podcast in Timberborn. I'm trying to wall off a huge area that I'm just going to fill with water so I can make it through the longer droughts.
Yes, that's what I would do also.
I went straight for hard mode. I'm killing it. And killing some beavers here and there.
I agree with Brahms. Rift Breaker's really great. I've probably got 80 hours in that game at this point.
Didn't they make a big change or a big update? I mean,
they did. They dropped a multiplayer. They had a big update, and they dropped up to 4 multiplayer.
Trying to remember if I own that somewhere. I don't own it in Steam.
Oh man, it's a great game. I really like it. The multiplayer's pretty good on it. I feel like it scales well, you know. I recommend that game. You know, if you're in like to Diablo like Diablo / base builder / RTS.
That's kind of trippy, Brandon.
What are you doing, man? What is that?
I think that's the obvious end of the podcast.
Yeah, right,
he's lost his mind. He's out. He wants
Goodbye.
to go play Timberborn. He's got things to work on in Timberborn.
I got beavers that need beaving.
All right,
beaver's gonna beef.
Matt, what are you drinking there, Matt?
I got a Cooler Nights IPA Highwire. We'll see if it pops up.
Oh, nice.
No,
it did temporarily.
Wait. I didn't catch it. Did we? Are we still streaming or not?
Yeah, we are.
We are right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, guys. Brahms, thanks for hanging out.
It's like I really am checking out. Goodbye.
He's ready, man. He's ready.
Where am I?
I'm on East Coast. I'm tired.
What day is it?
Thanks, Brahms, for hanging out. Appreciate
Yeah, thank you, Brahms. Thank you, Mandy. You guys are awesome. We love you.
Everybody.
Anybody else lurking? Appreciate you guys. Love you.
Yep, for sure. Peace.
Digital roar. Brent's got tech, he's laying the lore. From circuits and chips to the cyber core. Plug in and we'll give you more. Matt's on the edge, watch those pixels fall. He cracks the code, solves it all.